Hey team, welcome back. Just want to do another couple of examples with the else statement, and then we'll move on to other concepts in JavaScript. So if you feel confident with the else statement, feel free to skip this video. Otherwise, let's continue learning together. Okay, so we saw in the last tutorial how we can create an else statement with the if block and the else block. And we did this example here where we basically just had a password and we checked for the password length. But let's just do an example of a grade, okay? Let's say hypothetically we want to check to see if someone got a score of 60 or above, right? So check for a score of 60 or above, right? Could you create an else statement with the if block and the else block where we just say if the user gets a score of, let's say, 60 or higher, we'll say great score, and if they get below that, we'll say good job anyway, or something like that, right? So how I would do that is we have the if keyword, open up parentheses for our check, right? Whatever we're checking here. If it evaluates to true, we'll enter the if code block. Otherwise, we'll enter the else code block. So we want to say if, well, I can't say the word grade because we haven't defined it yet. So we'll say let grade be equal to 65. So someone got 65 in our test. So we're going to check to see if grade is greater than or equal to 60, okay? If that's the case, we'll just console.log out, great job. Otherwise, we'll just say good job because we're kind of mean, right? We'll say console.log, good job. Anyway, maybe give them a little smiley face. Why not? Okay, so what do you think is going to happen? Well, we've created a variable called grade and we've assigned it the value of 65. So then JavaScript is going to do our check for us. It's going to say, okay, is grade with a value of 65 greater than or equal to 60? Well, that's going to evaluate to true, isn't it? That's going to evaluate to true. Therefore, we're going to enter the code block between the curly braces and we're going to run whatever code is in there. So, we could just log out great job 2 or 3 times if we wanted, okay? So let's save and refresh and see what we get. And we get great job 3 times because we're very happy our student did well. Okay, awesome. So you can also do another check as well. You can also check Boolean values. So whenever you're creating games in JavaScript, you want to see you want to test for the value of a Boolean. Maybe you'll keep letting the user have guesses if they haven't guessed the right number, for example, right? But we're going to do a check called is sober. We're going to say let is sober be equal to true. We're deciding if we're going to let people into our nightclub. Remember, Jessica, it's her birthday, so we're going to have a lot of people come into our nightclub. So let's just do another example. So we want to say if is sober is strictly equal to true, then what we want to do is we want to let people into our nightclub. We'll say, welcome to the club. Else, we might just say, not tonight, pal, or not tonight, friend. Not tonight, dude. If I can spell, not tonight. Okay. So here what we're doing is we're actually testing a Boolean value. So the variable is sober up here. Notice the camel case, by the way. The first word begins with a lowercase I, and the second word begins with an uppercase S, right? So what we've done is we've created a variable. We've created a variable called is sober and assigned it the value of Boolean true, okay? So this variable is a Boolean value, right? So you see here it's telling you it's of type Boolean, right? So here what we're doing is we're testing a Boolean value to see if it has, or a Boolean variable to see if it has a value of true or false, okay? And the reason I use 3 equal signs here is, remember, if you were to use 1 equal sign, you're not doing a test, you're just assigning a value, okay? And then 2 equal signs, we saw loose equality, but it's better we get into the habit of using 3 equal signs when we want to test for strict equality. So what do you think is going to happen? Well, is true the Boolean value strictly equal to true? It is, okay? It is. So we're going to just log out welcome to the club, just to prove that to you. If I save and refresh, we get welcome to the club. And if I was to change that to be false, because the person has actually had a bit too many drinks, now is sober has been assigned a value of Boolean false. And remember, we want people to be sober. We want is sober, the variable, to be true. So this person comes up to the door. We're testing, are they sober? Well, they're not, right? False, the Boolean false is not equal to the Boolean true. So this condition will evaluate to false. We will not enter the code block, i.e. the space between that curly brace and this curly brace. Instead, we're going to come down here to the else block, and we're just going to log out of the console, not tonight, dude. So just to prove that to you, if I save and refresh, we get not tonight, dude. Okay, awesome. So guys, that was a few examples of the else statement in JavaScript. So I'll see you in the next one.